Namaste. Now we are going to learn a very powerful asana which is Utkatasana. The name comes from Sanskrit word Utkata, means powerful or intense. It can be considered a continuation of Parvatasana. Let us understand the technique of this asana. Stand in Tadasana, inhale and raise your hands to Parvatasana. Exhale, bend the knees. Slightly pull your lower abdomen and engage the pelvic floor. Lift your chin up and look at your thumb, but remember to keep your spine straight and lengthened. You can observe that an angle of 45 degrees and 90 degrees is created at the ankle joint, knee and hip joint respectively. Hold the asana for 45 to 60 seconds. As you finish, inhale and come back to Parvatasana, then exhale and release your hands back to Tadasana. As this is a powerful asana, either we compromise or we fight. By doing that, we get a lot of small mistakes here and there, few of them. The first important thing, the placement of the feet. As you understood in the previous asana, similarly also takes place here. Is always making sure that will throws the body weight out again here and imbalances the body very much in this. Then making sure that the feet has to be together, and sometimes what happened, by fighting to get the maximum position, we push the body maximum down. By using that, there is a lot of strain develops on your knees, and also there is your weight is majority goes on the heels or on the toes one sided, not equally comes. That's why always never fight. Once in a while it is okay, not always working with this. The next important point always you have to remember, the back drops and belly collapses. See, this is normally even said body rolls a lot on sometimes. Okay. This by doing this, it is also develops a lot more pressure on your knee and ankle. Just pulling the belly a little bit more, that changes automatically so much. That can switches the all work from the legs or the knee to the back muscles. By doing that, it is becoming more beneficial for you. And sometimes what we do, knowingly or unknowingly, we try to raise the hands too high up and drop the head back. By doing, there is a lot of stress happens and also body drops a lot. It is also create a lot of pressure on your knee and you don't get that length. And if you are working that, always make sure that the upper arms remain touching to the ear and you are taking, then just turn the eyes up and making sure belly remain well engaged. By doing this, you have a wonderful work throughout the body, not one particular part. Then when you go, there is also one of the possibilities, people press their knees each other. This pressure can develop a lot of tension, and this is majorly you can, if you have a flat foot, the possibility is much higher. There is a time you are engaging the pelvic floor, that can be create some space, and that will be switches the work equally on both legs much better. By doing all these small things, you can see you can overcome a lot of small pain or challenges and makes much more productive this practice. And not only for you, when you are teaching to the student, you try not to correct everything in one slot. First see the most important mistake they do it. When you correct that, it gradually step by step you are developing that will helps you to learn your student beautifully, as well as it is helps you to know the every single mistake so precious. Okay, all the best in it. In case of menstruation, sciatica, knee issues, or serious back issues, or any serious injuries on your shoulder blades, and this your high blood pressure or low blood pressure, we should not force. We have to make a lighter version. How to do that? Take a quick look here. Just as you already know Parvatasana, play with your Parvatasana first. If Parvatasana feels good and comfortable, then slightly bend the knee and slightly push the hip. It's a mild one. Just start working for few weeks like this. Except menstruation, all the other cases, start building up a little bit more and little bit more week after week, hardly few centimeters, and building up that in a few months time, these all problems just disappears. At the same time, you get an amazing position. And certain cases, we also have to difficulties, the person able to do position, but making their back straight or getting the alignment is much challenging. This to fixing it, we will use the wall support. Working with Utkatasana, it's challenging. But remember, the more challenge means more benefits. If you take into Utkatasana, the amount of benefit it gives, many. But if you look, when you keep the feet on the floor and when you press, the entire feet become kind of a gripped. From Parvatasana, we are traveling, the feet position become more intense pressure. That pressure reflects to the entire body. You can imagine the amount of stability it gives to you. Moving further, there is an amount of mobility develops on the ankles, knees and hips. If you understood the technique well, you engage the pelvic floor and lower abdomen. That does not allow the pressure straight go to your ankle, knee and hips. Instead, which is goes on the gravity and impact is high on your calf muscles, thighs, back muscles and abdomen area. This is the way the entire neuromuscular system strongly links from the feet and develops very strong reaction into that, which releases any instability in the neuromuscular system. And as you doing this, there is a challenge in the breath. The challenge in the breath, initially we have to develop from the Parvatasana. As you go little down, then you can easily build your breath longer and longer and longer. When you come to the finally to the Utkatasana, you are still able to maintain the length of the breath, your respiratory system become very strong. Any respiratory related issues you are suffering, it can easily reduce that. Apart from that, as this asana name says, the Utkata, a powerful. It is not only physically makes you power, you might see it the challenge of this work, it is also a challenge of breath, and you have to develop by consistent progress on it. After challenge of the body, you also have the challenge on the breath. Remember, these two is well developed, the mind becomes so stable and one can overcome any weakness we have easily managed by a consistent practice of Utkatasana. And as you raise your hands up and palms gently pressed, you can see the amount of work comes on your arms, shoulders, particularly when you breathe from chest and clavicular, you see a very strong work on your back muscles. If you do mistake, you do not experience that. That is already you understood during the common mistakes. The belly once it goes dead, we do not experience the work on the back muscles. That is why do not compromise on that. Then when you are working in this asana, releases the rigidness from shoulder and shoulder blade, which is prevents any chance of the neck issues. And the final position, we also look up to see our thumbs. This is one of the challenging work for the eyes. The eyes is normally merges between the eyebrows, and that is one of the mudra called Shambhavi mudra, which develops a very strong concentration. That is why you can see the amount of benefits it builds in your practice, and make sure stage by stage develop this asana to see the progress with your own student. All the best. Dhanyavad.